Look at them tromping around like they own the damn place.
I'd imagine this cathedral was quite beautiful.
Such blasphemy deserves a good smiting.
I doubt the Mort give two thoughts about our god.
You can say that again. Now focus up. Our target is the enemy commander. We'll rout them here, and Fort Lorica will be safe. Let's go.
This won't be easy. You'll never hurt anyone.
That was just a warm-up.
We've secured the cathedral.
That should give Fort Lorica some peace of mind.
For today, at least.
Let's head back and give General Levante our report.
He's going to call us bastards again, isn't he?
I doubt he means it as a true insult. It seems to be a friendly nickname of sorts.
Right.
Bastard.
Sorry, did you say something?
No, it's nothing.
You sure? It looks like you've got something on your mind.
You've changed, Sarah.
Do you think? I can't really tell.
You have, believe me. Before, you never showed any interest in getting to know your acquaintance.
If it bothers you, I won't pry. But you're not just an acquaintance, Urs.
Yes, of course. And very well. In that case, let me spin you a tale from the days when I was yet a... I was born to a village of fighters who revered the god of calamity. So I naturally found myself drawn to battle. I sold my axe to the highest bidder and was happy for it. Until the day I failed to notice my employer. I was enslaved and made to fight others' wars. It was while fighting for such unwanted masters that I first learned proud warriors such as the Ashen Hawks and Levant. Each time I encountered him...
That's what he called us at the fort, too. Glenn said it's just sort of a jokey nickname.
And he's right. But hearing it again after all that's happened, I feel it describes exactly what I have become.
Because of Troden?
The day my pride and honor were lost forever.
Urs.
I fear that wasn't the entertaining tale I promised. Still, I think speaking of it makes it easier to accept.
I hope the day comes when Bastard feels like just a friendly nickname to you again.
As do I.
Greetings, Hawks.
Lorthos, what are you doing here?
I wager you didn't expect to see me, did you?
No, actually.
Ludin has finalized the plans for the rescue mission, and I've come to share the details.
Emissary Lorthos made his way to the fort all on his own. He may look like a spoiled brat.
Surprised you didn't run into trouble along the way.
Oh, but I did. Several times, in fact.
Sounds about right.
I'm relieved you made it here in one piece. But I take it there's a reason?
Indeed there is. We have something of a...
Let's hear it.
Lorthos explains that Ludin has mobilized its military to rescue any soldiers who survived the battle with the Mort. After their defeat, the injured troops retreated to the Orson Divide and sheltered in the ruined fortress of Erskron. Lorthos has arranged for the people of Fort Lorica to be included in this mission, giving them a chance to escape. But Luden cannot come to them. The people of Fort Lorica must make their own way to Erskron. If the people of Fort Lorica are to reach Erskron, this Mort horde must be eliminated. The Hawks then depart for the snowfields, so they might secure an escape route for the refugees.
I knew we'd run into the Mort.
Fortunately, we should have no trouble dealing with a group of this size. According to Levante, there is a cave nearby that will take us to the graveyard where the Mort are holed up.
Can't say I'm much for paying respects to the dead.
We cannot let the Mort in the graveyard catch wind of our plans, so we must deal with this group before making for the cave. Ready yourselves for battle.
There. Dead Mort tell no tale.
Eloquent as always, love. Something the matter, Urs?
Whenever I see snow, stained red with blood.
Troden.
Indeed. None of those people were warriors. Yet I slaughtered them all the same.
We had no choice. There was nothing else to be done. Regardless, it was the day I lost my honors, and now I'm just a common killer.
At least you had honor to lose in the first place. For me, that day changed nothing. I'm a vile blackguard. Oh,
There will be time enough later to reflect on the past. We should keep moving.
Wait. Karin's wounded.
Huh?
Pray, forgive my inattentiveness, Karin. I trust the wound isn't deep.
No,
It's not serious. We already took care of Mort here, so I'll stay back and tend to her. We'll be right behind you.
But...
you heard her. Stop dragging your feet.
right.
Sarah, I'm fine and you know it. What's really going on here? I suppose I already know the answer to that. It's like Luff said. I was a murderer long before I joined the Hawks. It doesn't bother me. Can we go now?
A lie of omission is still a lie. But if you don't trust me enough to tell me what really happened, that's fine.
That's not fair and you know it. But alright. I grew up in a village deep inside the woods. It was a place of wonder and beauty, and a place I could never return to. My father was duped by a wicked merchant, and more than one family from our village paid the price for his gullibility. My father, he died. But that wasn't enough for the other. With nowhere to go, I vowed revenge on the merchant who tricked my father. And eventually... But... well, how do I put this? When the deed was done, I found myself wondering how after I joined the Ashen Hawks, I convinced myself I wasn't anything like that villain. But then Troden happened, and I wasn't so sure anymore. In the end, I'm a murderer. Nothing more. I'm a villain no different from that merchant. I told you it wasn't going to be a pleasant tale. I bet you're afraid of me now.
Of course not.
Hey, no need to get so riled up. I was just kidding around.
I'm not afraid of you, Karen. I'm really not. I'm just glad I've gotten to know you better. Knowing your past doesn't change my feelings at all.
That so? Thanks for pushing me, Sarah. I actually feel better having that weight off me. Still, the way I am now, I'm not sure I'll be able to face my father with a smile when I see him in the afterlife. Anyway, let's go. We've got work to do.
Right.
How's it going up here?
You feeling better, Karen?
I am, actually.
This cave should take us to the Mort base in Birching Graveyard.
Doesn't look like they've noticed us yet.
A fact we can use to our advantage. Getting through here is our highest priority, so we'll make a run for the exit. Let's move, Hawks. We managed to push our way through.
And the graveyard is just ahead.
If we can eliminate the Mort and camp there, it will tear a hole in their blockade. We must clear a path for the people of Fort Lorica. I want to protect every last one of them this time.
As do I.
Same here.
Sure, why not?
Then let's go.
So this is Birching Graveyard, huh?
Looks like the Mort wasted no time making themselves at home.
Such blatant disregard for the deceased.
If we can eliminate the Mort here, it will afford the people of Fort Lorica a path to safety. We have to wipe them out. Today we fight for both the living and the dead. It is a battle we cannot lose. Are you all prepared?
Just give the word.
My axe stands ready.
Hey, I'm always up for a slaughter.
Then let's get to it.
These beasts will set up shop anywhere, won't they?
First a cathedral, and now a graveyard. Not long after.
We can worry about that later. Focus on the fight.
Nowhere to run. This thing is dead. I'll slaughter them all.
That's all of them.
We shattered the enemy perimeter around Fort Lorica, which means our work here is done.
If we return now, the people in the fort should be able to reach the rendezvous point with the Luton army. Let's go back and tell the General to prepare the refugees for extraction.
So, I wasn't sure if I should bring this up, but
Karen?
we managed to clear a path for the refugees, but I don't think we can do anything else for them in the time we have left. The thing is, a group that big won't be able to stay hidden from the Mort for long. And I don't think it's possible to get everyone from the fort to the rendezvous point in a single trip.
The same thought occurred to me, and I believe I may have a solution.
Say no more. I'm sold.
You don't want to hear his plan?
Whatever it is, I expect it's incredibly dangerous. I'm very much okay with that.
Not like we have any better options.
Besides, when have we ever balked at a reckless plan?
Works for me.
Now come on, let's get back to the fort.
Fine work, Hawks. Your assault punched a hole through the Mort blockade, and my men confirm the way is clear. We should proceed with the evacuation before they can reform their lines.
However, if we attempt to move everyone at once, the Mort will undoubtedly grow wise to our scheme. And with so many civilians and wounded, we won't stand a chance should they attack in the open.
I propose we evacuate the fort in stages, while those who can fight stay behind to buy time. What say you? I also recommend that those with the most experience fighting the Mort be the last to leave. That will keep them busy for as long as possible.
Agreed. It's our only chance to pull this off.
You plan to make your last stand here.
Do not mistake me. We've no desire to die. Once we determine we've bought the evacuees enough time, we'll fall back.
So it's to be a fighting retreat, with the warriors doing all they can to help the civilians reach safe harbor.
Precisely. In sum, all willing fighters will stay behind, to buy time for the refugees and wounded soldiers to make their escape. The evacuation will take place in 3 stages. The first team will depart at once, before the Mort reform their lines. It will consist of wounded soldiers, civilians, other refugees, and Naki. Lorthos will serve as their guide and leader. General Levante and his troops will make up the second team. The third and final team will remain until everyone else is safely away. And that job falls to us. This is no longer the Ashen Hawk Brigade's battle to fight, which means the choice is yours. Where do you stand?
Hey, holding the line during a drawn-out retreat is kind of a Hawk specialty, no? Stands to reason we'd be the ones to do it.
Agreed. If it means keeping civilians safe, I'll gladly wield my axe.
All I want is to kill Mort. Sounds like this is my best chance to make them bleed. So count me in.
Thank you all.
How long do we have to keep the Mort company?
Lorthos will dispatch a Hawk when his team rendezvous with Ludin. This will serve as our signal to retreat.
So we just have to hold out until the Hawk arrives.
And if it never shows?
If we don't hear from Lorthos, we'll remain for 3 days after General Levante's departure. Then fall back.
3 days, huh?
How many of your soldiers can we expect to remain here, General?
Half, give or take.
We'll be cutting it close with those numbers.
Many of these men have families here at the fort. I can't force them to remain at their posts.
Of course.
I've heard what people say about you. A band of scoundrels turned mercenaries, led by Rowan of the Wicked Fangs, also known as the Faithless Reapers. 2 years ago, this pack of killers turned on their employer for a bit of coin and butchered countless civilians at Troden. You're the lowest of the low, the absolute dregs of humanity. But when it comes to warfare, none can best you.
You're well informed, if nothing else.
I heard the Hawks will be the last ones to leave. Why are you doing this for us? You could easily get away, so why don't you?
You're right. If we just wanted to stay alive, that would be the smart thing to do.
So then...
But someone has to stay behind so all of you can get to safety, right?
So why would a notorious band of cutthroats risk their lives for others when it would be a simple matter to flee?
Besides, we have unfinished business to take care of.
You mean revenge?
Two years ago, at Troden, we slaughtered enemies. We slaughtered innocents. And in doing so, we slaughtered ourselves.
I heard people at the fort. They were talking about you. But I know the Hawks aren't faithless. And you're definitely not Reapers. You're always fighting and getting hurt to protect others. Who cares about the past? Right now, you're fighting for all of us. Why can't everyone just see that? You could die, you know? Aren't you scared?
Of course I am. But there are things out there far more frightening than death.
It's time, Naki. We leave at first light.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, take this.
Your necklace? But it's important to you.
Whenever I feel fear taking a hold on the battlefield, that necklace keeps me grounded. It protects me.
I can't take something like that.
Naki, I have to leave you for a bit. But if you keep this necklace close, it will feel like I'm right there with you every step of the way. So hold on to it for me, okay? Please?
Sarah. I'll be waiting for you in Luden.
I know you will.